Welcome in, everybody, to Betting Pros. It's time to place your bets. It is me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia, and this is BP NFL. It's time for the Week 8 Parlays of the Week, where we like to have fun and blow all of our money, because that's what we've been doing here the last couple of weeks. That's what we're doing, but this is supposed to be a good time. This is entertainment, right? This is how we're going to watch the games, and who knows? We just need a couple of these big ones to hit over the season to make some cash back. So, Terrell, Furman Jr., I want you to set us off on the right foot, the right path for Week 8 with your parlay. Don't forget, everybody, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Drop your comments below. Give us a parlay. Maybe we'll bet that too. Terrell, what do you have for the people this week?
Well, I'm getting us started off on the wrong note here because I'm taking the Carolina Panthers +7. I didn't want to put a whole NFL unit size bet on the Carolina Panthers, but I'll throw them in a parlay and have some fun because I think this is a good spot for the Panthers. You have the Bills coming ahead of the Kansas City's Chiefs game. It's going to be a look ahead here. They're going on the road. They haven't played their best ball on the road yet. And what does this Carolina football team love to do? They love to run the ball. What can't the Bills do? They can't stop the run. So Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard are going to eat them alive. And I think Andy Dalton is going to do enough. We've seen Andy Dalton come in, especially in the first game, by the way, where he's come in relief for Bryce Young, and he went and played the Raiders last year and had that great game. It was throwing the ball everywhere. And Adam Thielen, everybody was getting some of the red rifle Andy Dalton right there. So I think that Andy Dalton's going to have a really good game here. And they're going to be able to do enough. And they'll be able to keep this one close with the Buffalo Bills. I like the Carolina Panthers +7 here. And then we go to Sunday night where, it's Mike Tomlin as a dog. Like, how many times do I have to come up here and preach to everybody it's Mike Tomlin as a dog? Then you have Mike Tomlin as a home dog. And then you have Mike Tomlin as a home dog off a loss. He's 8-3 straight up in that spot. As a home dog, by the way, 8-3 straight up. Plus money in all 8 of those games. And they hit 8-3 straight up, 9-3-1 against the spread. I'm going to take him on the money line. I don't even want the points this time. Give me the money line with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They beat the Green Bay Packers Sunday night. And then we go to Monday, where we have the second part of that look-ahead game for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Bills. But it's going to be the Chiefs, who have dropped the last 3 games before the Buffalo Bills in the past 3 seasons. I think that this is way too many points for a Chiefs team that everybody talks about one-score games and then playing in one-score game. And it's a difference when Marcus Mariota actually has a week to prepare as the starter rather than just being thrown in mid-game and trying to play in relief of Jalen Daniels. So I think that the game plan is going to be there. Marcus Mariota in his past 14 games as a starter has only not covered this line one time. So I like the Commanders to be able to cover 12.5. Add that with the Panthers +7, and then Mike Tomlin on the money line. You're going to get 8-16.
All right, 8-16. Now, Andrew, I actually hit my parlay on last week's Best Bet show, by the way. Just the first one of the year. Just wanted to say that out loud. It was very exciting. Of course, it was the Dallas team total, 27.5 check, New England by 7 check, and then Carolina -1.5. So it was +650 last week. But like a dope, instead of using that on this show as well, I decided to take my Monday Night Football SGP, which did not hit, which was a complete disaster because the Bucs just completely crapped the bed. So I'm going to learn my lesson and carry mine over. But when it comes to SGPs, maybe you'll have some better luck for everybody this week because you're going into that 49er-Texans game.
Yes, I'm going into that Texans-49ers game, taking the under. I'm actually teasing the under, so I'm bringing it up to 44.5 points because I want to get just the best number I can find out of it because I'm going to move the 49ers line to +7.5. Because if there's one thing I know about the Texans is unless they're facing the Titans or a backup Ravens team, they don't blow anybody out. So I think that this game is going to be close. So even if the Texans do up winning by a touchdown because of a defensive turnover, because Mac Jones throws a pick 6, I'm still okay. We got +7.5 for that exact reason. So 49ers +7.5, under 44.5 because I expect this game to go under the total. That was one of my best bets at the normal line at 40.5 points. 10 of the Texans' last 11 games as home favorites have gone under the total points line. And 7 of the 49ers' last 10 games following a win have also gone under the total points line. So feel strongly about the game total going under, teasing up the 49ers to +7.5 just in case they lose by a touchdown. And then, talking about lock of all locks for touchdowns this week, George Kittle, anytime touchdown. Throw this bad boy in. It becomes +500. Guys, National Tight Ends Day is this week. I'm pretty sure George Kittle is the reason why this day and holiday even exists in the first place. So the fact that he's coming off a game where 0 involvement as a receiver. All he's doing is basically blocking for Christian McCaffrey, opening up holes. He even apologized to guys that bet on him last week. His fantasy manager saying, it's not my fault, it's Kyle Shanahan's fault. I think Kittle is going to do right by the bettors and the fantasy managers this week. And if you just look at his game lines when he's been held to one or fewer reception since 2021, Yahoo Sports tweeted this out. He's averaging 19.1 fantasy points per game. I looked at some of these game logs, 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he's averaging almost at least 1 touchdown per game following games where he only had 1 or fewer catches. So I think that Kittle doesn't just score once. I mean, he could score multiple times in this game. So if you're doing any time of touchdown, parlay action with anything, make sure George Kittle is part of that card.
Yeah, I'm still annoyed, by the way, because I lost a very important matchup by 0.6 because George Kittle came back after waiting all these weeks and got me a big fat 0. Thanks, George Kittle. Why can't we celebrate National Tight End Day every day, or Eve even last week? Can we at least do Eve? All right, if you want to sign Nick Chubb helmet for free, well, there's one way to get it from pristineauction.com, or you could get it for free at bettingpros.com/contest. Complete the form and either download the Betting Pros app, leave a review of the Betting Pros podcast, or subscribe to the social media channels at Betting Pros on X, on TikTok, and Betting Pros NFL on the IG. The more actions you complete, the more entries you'll receive, and we'll be announcing the winner here on the channel. So don't forget to ring that bell till it goes ding so you never miss a piece of content here on the Betting Pros YouTube, and we can let you know if you're the winner of this month's giveaway, the Nick Chubb autographed helmet from pristineauction.com, the best place to find all your autographed jerseys, helmets, and so much more. The holidays are coming. Pristine Auction, amazing. I got a bunch of stuff in my house from there. All right, here we go. Trying to learn a lesson from last week. Again, did not drag over any Monday Night Football stuff. We're going straight from what I had on the Best Bet show again. San Francisco plus 1.5 at minus 115 against the Houston Texans. I just think McCaffrey finds a way over that defense eventually. Bijan Robinson, the lock of the week here, over 88.5 rushing yards, minus 114 against the lowly Miami Dolphins defense. What a disaster this is going to be for them. Who knows? Tyler Algier might be in mop-up work in the fourth quarter by the time we get to there. And, of course, the Indianapolis Colts, who helped me last week. So I'm going to stick with you again, Colts, against the Titans. Over 31.5 on the team total here at minus 115. You put those 3 bad boys together, you get plus 556. So, again, these are the fun parlays of the week. If you've got one, drop it in. Again, maybe we'll bet it if it's good enough. And, of course, don't forget to download the Betting Pros app, too, and use the same game parlay tool and all of the tools at Betting Pros that are at your fingertips to make you better at betting sports. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on for Terrell Furman Jr. and Andrew Erickson and Joe Pisapia, all the people here at the show. For all of us, have a great week 8. Enjoy the parlays. I hope you hit all of them, and we'll see you next time, kids.